You don't need permission. Way back in high school, I dabbled a bit in punk. I went to see a few punk bands. I started listening to some punk records really loudly in my room to piss off my parents. One opening line of a Sex Pistols song kind of stuck with me. The line was kind of anti-establishment type of punk, but it was also a very, very good life advice. But only if you understand it within the context of being a self-responsible adult. The line was referencing the fact that the Sex Pistols were covering a song by The Who, Substitute, but they didn't get the proper legal permission. The line, you don't need permission for anything. As a young kid who was rebelling very much like the famous Marlon Brando character from the movie The Wild One, that was the perfect line. The famous line from The Wild One is, what are you rebelling against? What do you got? But seeking permission is a very childhood model of the world kind of thing. Permission presupposes there is a group who holds authority over the permission seeker. Of course, if these are legal things and you want to use something that is somebody else's property, you should ask for permission. But so long as you accept the outcome and you're not breaking any laws, the Sex Pistols line is perfect. Most guys feel the need for permission before talking to somebody, like they see a girl across the room they'd like to get to know. But a little voice pops up in their head. If you talk to her, she might get angry. This is exactly what people mean when they say somebody's out of our league. A kind of self-imposed caste system where the lowly riffraff are only allowed to mingle with their own kind. At the same time, we love a kind of underdog story of the lowly serf or slave who leaves or is kicked out and then comes back to destroy the evil bastards up in the higher echelon of society. We love movies like Spartacus, slaves who rebel against their overlords. But in those movies, those slaves are real slaves. The elites are actually powerful nobles who can order the murder of anybody on a whim. Today, it's not like that. The idea of leagues is something we make up. We all have voices in our brains, voices left over from childhood, telling us what we're allowed to do, who we're allowed to talk to, what's okay and not okay. Maybe instead consider switching those voices from decades ago with the snide voice of Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols. You don't need permission for anything. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.